Hello everyone. So today in standard 12 we are going with the second method, that is preparation of alcohol from alkene by hydroboration. Last class we have seen the preparation of alcohol from alkene in acid by acid catalyzation, and we have understood the mechanism. Here also we will understand the mechanism, because mechanism is important too. Here also it's easy, but mechanism is very long and you will feel bit bore also, but it's very important for exam point of view. I will do 2 times the mechanism. Please check it out perfectly. It is very easy. We will do the perfect answers and we will do the mechanism. Please focus on the mechanism. See, all the mechanisms are not required. Whichever I am doing the mechanism on the board, that are only important. But if you see some competition book, they have given all the mechanism for all the preparation, but all the preparations mechanisms are not required. Whichever are required, that much only I will tell you. But I will do each and every mechanism here. Which is important, I will tell you it is important for the board, and which is important for your knowledge, that I will tell you it is only for your knowledge. Clear? So this preparation of alcohol from alkene by acid catalyzation and by hydroboration oxidation, their mechanism are very important. Clear? So we will see here, students. See, again we will take alkene. Again alkene are of 2 types. Here also one key point you should remember. Last class also we have I told you one key point. So here alkene is symmetrical. Clear? And here alkene is unsymmetrical. Either it will be symmetrical or unsymmetrical. Okay. So what you are doing in this actual technique? See what you are doing. We are taking one alkene. Here, and first we are reacting with borane, that is BH3 diborane, or BH3 twice. In certain books it is written BH3 and it is written BH3 twice. You know, because boron, that is BH3, doesn't exist as a BH3, it will exist as a B2H6 dimer they will form, and they will form dimer because you know every reason I have done in the 13th group. So first it will react with borane or diborane, that is BH3 twice. In second part it will react with H2O2 in basic medium. Clear? So it will form what? Nothing it will form CH2. You put here one H, double bond will be converted into single bond, and one put here CH2OH. So in this way alcohol will be formed. Clear? So now see here, where this, see I am not adding here whenever water, anywhere I am adding here water? No, I am not adding water, but then also this H and OH comes. So where this H will come? So this H will be provided by this BH3, clear, twice, and this OH will be provided by H2O2, you remember. So in short I can say that the preparation of alcohol from hydroboration oxidation, that is, it is an indirect addition of water. Please remember, indirect addition of water. Why indirect addition of water? You can see here, whenever you react with the alkene, first with diborane and second with H2O2, final result you will get what? One alcohol. Okay, this is known as an ethanol, so you will get here H and OH, but I am not adding water here. So how this H and OH is coming? So this H and OH can be supplied by water, but here I am not adding any water. So this H is given by BH3 and this OH is given by H2O2. So I can say that there is an addition of H and OH, but H and OH is provided by water. So I can say that there is an indirect addition of water. Actually the water is not used, but we can say that hydroboration oxidation is nothing but using what? Indirect addition of water. Clear? Or I can put here OH or here H, one and same. In symmetrical alkene, you know, there is not an issue. Yes or no? Either OH here or H here. So there is not an issue for unsymmetrical alkene. So either this H will be here and OH will be here, or here OH will be here, here H will be here. Okay, so not an issue. Why not an issue? Because it is an symmetrical alkene. But when we come to the unsymmetrical alkene, then what to do? So now see here. So suppose see, I am using here unsymmetrical alkene. See, C double bond CH2, 1, 2, 3, 4, CH3. First I will do the reaction with same here also diborane, BH3 twice, and second I will do the reaction with H2O2 in the basic medium. Now the question comes, where OH should be placed and where H should be placed. The question comes where H should be placed and where OH should be placed. I can put here OH or here OH or here H or here H. So where I can put? So I have to put OH according to Anti-Markovnikov rule. So please remember, in the first preparation of alcohol by alkene by using acid catalyzation, we are using in unsymmetrical alkene key point as Markovnikov rule, whereas the preparation of alcohol from alkene by hydroboration oxidation, we are preparing the alcohol from unsymmetrical alkene, we are using one key point, that is Anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule. So Anti-Markovnikov's rule. Clear? So what is the Markovnikov rule says? Markovnikov's rule says OH minus or negative ion will attach to those carbon which is having less number of hydrogen. Then what will be the anti-Markovnikov rule? So anti-Markovnikov rule says negative ion will attach to those carbon which has more number of hydrogen, Clear? This is nothing but your anti-Markovnikov rule. What does the Markovnikov rule says? Markovnikov rule says that OH minus or negative ion will attach to those carbon which contain less number of hydrogen. That is Markovnikov rule, which is used in the preparation of alcohol from alkene by acid catalyzation method. Here we are using anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule says what? OH minus will attach to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen, This is nothing but anti-Markovnikov rule, and anti-Markovnikov rule we are using in unsymmetrical alkene while the preparation of alcohol from alkene using hydroboration oxidation. So here OH minus will be attached and here H will be attached. Means in preparation of alcohol from alkene by hydroboration oxidation, we will get 1 degree alcohol. And remember, last topic we have done the preparation of alcohol from alkene by acid catalyzation. And in acid catalyzation, we are getting the unsymmetrical alkene. We are getting the final answer as a 2 degree alcohol. So in unsymmetrical alkene, we are getting 2 degree alcohol in acid catalyzation. From unsymmetrical alkene, we are getting 1 degree alcohol in hydroboration oxidation. So these are the nothing but rules. So simply you can remember like this answer. Now we will see the mechanism. Mechanism is bit tough and very long. You have to understand. We will see this. Okay. See, I will do the mechanism with alkene, that is unsymmetrical alkene. At your home you can practice with symmetrical alkene. Whenever if they are asking in the exam, please you give the mechanism with unsymmetrical, because you can understand clearly and betterly with the unsymmetrical alkene. Clear? So please remember, for the unsymmetrical alkene in hydroboration oxidation, we are using anti-Markovnikov's rule. Clear? Take a screenshot. Then I will go with the preparation. Clear? Understood why indirect addition of water? See, here also H will be provided by whom? So this H is provided by BH3 diborane, and here OH minus is provided by this H2O2. Nowhere water is coming, but then also we are getting H and OH. So that's why we say as an indirect addition of water. So this is also very important MCQ, that in hydroboration oxidation, alcohol H is provided by BH3, okay, BH3 twice, okay, and OH is provided by H2O2. In unsymmetrical alkene, for hydroboration oxidation, we get final product as 1 degree alcohol, and in unsymmetrical alkene, in acid catalyzation method, we are getting 2 degree alcohol. Clear? Okay? Take a screenshot. Understood the anti-Markovnikov rule? Negative ion will attach to those carbon which contains more number of hydrogen. Clear? Okay. Now we will see. So okay guys, now we will see what? We will see the mechanism of this technique. Okay, so we will write down mechanism. See, in mechanism first we will do hydroboration and then we will do oxidation. We know hydroboration, who is helping us? Diborane, BH3, and oxidation, who is helping us? H2O2, first and second. Understood? So see, first I am taking alkene, CH3, CH2, double bond, CH. Clear? Sorry, CH, CH2. Here, see, directly I will give the easy. Here there will be no formation of carbocation. Here there will be no formation of carbocation because hydrogen will attach automatically because there is a presence of boron here, so there will be no carbocation formation will occur. Carbocation formation only will occur in acid catalyzation. Now here what will happen, see here. Actually we are using here 3 moles of alkene. Why 3 moles of alkene? Because we have BH3. We have here BH3. First we will see this BH3, we will see something about BH3. Then why this BH3 is capable of doing the reaction. See this BH3. See this BH3, if you see, this B belongs to P block element of 13 group. And the 13 group is an electron deficient molecule, and this boron contain one p orbital. This boron contain one vacant p orbital. Why? See, boron atomic number is 5. 5 means what? 1s2, 2s2 and 2p, 1. So if you see this excitation, say ground state, so here p is 3, so here 2 electron, here 1 electron. So this is ground state. If you go with the excitation state, so 1 electron will jump. This 1 electron will jump here and will form here. So now, okay, so 1 hydrogen will come here, 1 hydrogen will come here, 1 hydrogen will come here. So in this way BH3 formation occurs. But you can see that after the formation of BH3 there is an empty vacant d orbital. There is an empty vacant p orbital. So this boron can accommodate one lone pair, means boron has a capacity to attract the electron, means it can accept the electron. That's why they are Lewis acids. Yes or no? Yes or no? One who gains the electron. Okay, so boron has a capacity to attract the electron in this way. That's why diboron has a this way. That's why the boron of BH3 can do the bond. So this can act as a electrophile, and this can act as a nucleophile. Yes or no? Now see here, this boron will do the reaction. Why boron can do the reaction? Understood, no? Because they have a capacity to make a bond because of empty vacant p orbital. One last. Now what will happen, you know? See, understand, I will give very easy technique. From this BH3, I will give very easy technique for the mechanism. Please focus here, do not write down, just first see. Out of this BH3, one H plus will come out from here. When one H plus will come out here, what will form? It will form BH2 minus. Yes or no? Out of this BH3, why this boron is capable of doing the reaction? Understood, no? It is not reason just for your understanding. I am telling you that boron can do the reaction because it has an empty vacant p orbital, and I have shown you how. So now we will start the mechanism. BH3, write down BH3 in this way. From this one H plus, if it's come out, so one H plus is going to create minus charge, so BH2 minus. Now you know that they are using anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule says what? Anti-Markovnikov rule says the negative ion will attach to those carbon which contain less number or more number of hydrogen. That is anti-Markovnikov rule. So this negative ion will attach to those carbon which has more number of, which will attach to those carbon which has more number of hydrogen. So this BH2 will attack to this CH2. So here bond will be formed. So this pi bond get breaks and enter into this CH2, and here H plus will be reacted. Understood this? Once more I will tell you, please be focused here. It's bit tough. Once if you understood, everything will be easy, and it's very long also. See, this is CH3, CH double bond CH2. Here diboron will come in the picture. So here one H plus will be removed. So here B, say this H plus I am removing. So this H and here H, one H plus will be removed, it creates minus charge. Now as we know here, they are using anti-Markovnikov rule. What they are using here? They are using here anti-Markovnikov rule. So this BH2 minus, so anti-Markovnikov rule says negative ion will attack to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So it contains less number of hydrogen, contains more number of hydrogen. So anti-Markovnikov rule will be followed. So this negative ion will attack to this carbon which contains the more number of hydrogen. So here bond will be formed. So to make a new bond, old bonds are broken. So this bond will break here and enters here. So this CH, so this electron enter here and creates negative charge. There is a positive charge. So this CH here will react with this H plus. Clear this part? Understood this technique? Now see, what the answer will be there? CH3, okay, single bond, yes, CH. This CH is reacting with what? H plus, so it forms what? CH2, double bond is broken to single bond. This CH2 is doing reaction with what? This boron. Yes or no? Because the charge, negative charge is with what? The negative charge is with boron, because hydrogen is removed from boron. So negative charge will come on what? Boron. So this boron will do the reaction with this CH2, means this whole species. So the bond will form through boron. So boron will do the reaction. So this is the first step. This is the first step. Clear, students? Now actually we are using here 3 moles of alkene. So this is the first mole of alkene. Now see here, second mole of alkene will come. So again CH3, CH double bond CH2. So this was the first mole of alkene. I am using the second mole of alkene. Actually 3 moles of alkene will be used. Why? Because there are 3 hydrogen in boron, diboron. So I have to remove the 3 hydrogen. I require the 3 alkene. Simple logic. Now see here, what happens, you know, again this H plus will be removed. So this forms what? So they will be forming here, see, CH3, CH2, CH2, BH. Yes or no? Once more I will see. This H plus will be removed. So what the splitting can occur? Please you don't do the splitting in exam. Just for your understanding. CH3, CH2, CH2. There is B and there is hydrogen on this top. So this H will be removed. So create here what? Minus charge. This H plus. Clear? Now this negative ion will attack, again here also anti-Markovnikov rule. So negative ion will attack to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So this portion will attack to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. This negative ion will attack to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So here bond will be formed through B. So when here new bond is formed, old bond is broken. So this bond enters into this CH and this will react with this H plus. So what the answer can form? See here, answer. I can write down your answer, no? I hope you are understanding, no? So answer I am writing here. Here. So please focus here. So what I will get? See. First we will see this. This I will write down this here. So this boron is attaching, no? So I am having here CH3. I am having here CH. This CH is reacting with what? This CH2. Double bond is broken to single bond. This CH2. Yes or no? This CH3. This CH and this CH is reacting with this H. So CH2. Double bond is converted into single bond. This CH2. And this CH2 is reacting with this boron, because negative charge is on this boron, no? So complete reaction with complete the attaching with boron. So here boron will be attached. Now boron contain what? Boron contain CH2, CH2, CH3 and 1 hydrogen. Understanding, no? One more alkene will come. Now you tell me what will be the answer? Again this H plus will be removed. So what will the answer here? This H plus will attack here. Yes or no? So what will happen? This whole boron portion, will attack, because if you create negative charge, no, here H plus is removed and this will be all minus. So this minus charge will attack to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So this will break the bond. So this CH will react with this H plus and what will form? So see here. First I will write down this CH3. Now this CH is reacting with this H, it forms CH2, double bond to single bond, and this CH2 will be reacted with what? It will be reacted with this boron, no? Because this boron contain negative charge. So this boron. Now boron contain what? Boron contain 2 times CH2, CH2, CH3. So here one CH2, CH2, CH3 and here one CH2, CH2, CH3. Clear this part? Understanding now? See again one will be H plus, this whole will be minus. So this whole minus species will attach to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So we say anti-Markovnikov rule. So here new bond is formed. So this old bond will be broken. So this bond will be broken, enter here and this will attack to the hydrogen. So what will form? CH3, yes CH3. CH, it will react with this H. So CH2, yes CH2. Double bond, single bond, CH2, this CH2. Now this CH2 will be attached to what? This boron, because it contains negative charge. So this boron. But now this boron contain what? This boron contain 2 times CH2, CH2, CH3. So this boron is attached which contain 2 times CH2, 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 CH3. Clear this part? Understanding it is viewable, no? Clear? So now what I have, or in short if I write down the proper way, I will get like this. I will get this. CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH, sorry, CH2, CH2, CH3. Clear? Clear this part? Clear, no ma'am? So these are nothing but what? Propyl. One propyl, another propyl, third propyl. So I can say here tripropyl borane. Tripropyl borane. So this is the actually first step. So how many alkene we are using? This is first alkene, this is second alkene, and this is third alkene. So why we are using 3 moles of alkene? Because we have 3 hydrogen in borane. That's why we are using 3 alkene. So this is the first step. So this step is known as a hydroboration. Now second step is oxidation. So this is the first step actually. So in first step what we will obtain? We will obtain tripropyl borane. Now in second step we will obtain alcohol by using oxidation. So this is hydroboration. Now we are going to the oxidation. Clear this part? So copy out it. This is the only half mechanism I have done. Clear? This is only the half mechanism I have done. This is the first step. Okay. This is the first step. Here, so this is the first alkene. What will happen from this first mole of alkene? This borane, out of this H plus will be removed and forms what? BH2 minus. Now here anti-Markovnikov rule is used. Anti-Markovnikov rule says what? That negative ion will attach to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So this is the negative ion will attach to those carbon which contain more number of hydrogen. So this will attach here. So to make a new bond, old bonds are broken. So this bond will be broken. So this CH will react with H plus. So forms what here? CH3, CH was alone, but now this CH has reacted with this H. So CH2, again this CH2 is reacting with what? B, because boron contains minus charge, no? Because H is removed from boron. So this boron contains minus charge. So this boron will react or attach to this carbon. So this CH2, BH2. Again one H plus, again one H plus in the same story. So final will get tripropyl borane. Final will get what? Tripropyl borane. This is the hydroboration. Clear? Now we will go with the oxidation. So now see the second step. Now see. I hope you have taken the screenshot. So what we got in the first step? We got the tripropyl borane we got. Understanding, no? So now see here. Now oxidation story we will see. So there was CH2, CH2, CH3. There was CH2, CH2, CH3. There was CH2, CH2 and CH, sorry, maybe not visible. We'll write down this perfectly because it's very important for exam point of view. Here CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Understood? So in this way I got in the first step. Now you know, as I explained early, that boron contain one p orbital and they are known as the Lewis acids. Yes or no? Yes or no? So they can accept the lone pair because they have vacant p orbital. I have shown you know how the vacant p orbital. So they are Lewis acids. So what they will do, you know, they are capable of accepting one lone pair. But boron has a maximum capacity to make only 3 bonds. Boron has a maximum capacity to make 3 bonds, but they can accept one lone pair. Now we will see how. So see, here H2O2 will come in the picture. So H2O2 you take. As you know, the structure of H2O2 is like this, HOOH. So here one H plus will be removed. So I will get what? I will get, or I will have done perfectly. Who will come here to do the reaction? I have H2O2. So this H2O2 structure is this, HOOH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this H plus will be removed. When this H plus is removing, I get what? OOH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this species will come here to do the reaction. So here the reaction will be occurring in this way, OOH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here minus charge. Clear? Take a screenshot first. How this species came to do the reaction. Understood? Who is providing this species? This H2O2 is providing this species. Clear? Okay. Now, as you know, this boron is of electron deficient 13 group. So boron is a 13 group element. So it is an electron deficient. So what we will do? This boron is an electron deficient, and this oxygen has a maximum electron. So this boron will be taking the electron from this oxygen. So here make a bond will be occurring. So this is where the bond occurs. So this oxygen will give its lone pair O here, CH2, CH2, CH3. Here CH2, CH2, CH3. Here CH2, CH2, CH3. And here OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Clear this part? Now, minus charge will go now. Why? Because oxygen is having double bond. Oxygen has a capacity to make a two bonds are formed. But see the boron. Boron has made how many bonds? Boron has made 4 bonds. It can gain the electron, but while gaining the electron, it has a capacity to make only 3 bonds. And he can gain the electron. But when he gains the electron, it does not have a capacity to resist in the 4 bond, because he is stable only in 3 bond. So now this will become unstable. So this I can say it's unstable intermediate, highly unstable intermediate. It will become highly unstable intermediate. One thing more I will say, see when it will make a new bond, so this boron attract this electron and it will be released here. So what will actually occur? See, actually occurs like this. Actually this will occur in this manner, understand, huh? O here, this CH2, CH2, CH3, this CH2, CH2, CH3, and here also CH2, CH2, CH3. Now see here student, boron has made the reaction here. So to make a new bond, this oxygen to make a new bond, he has to break the old bond. So this bond will be broken. So here OH minus should go now. Clear? Now there is a problem. What the problem is there? See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When this release here, there are 2 problems. Problem number 1, why it is unstable intermediate? It is very important. It may ask in the exam, it may not ask in the exam. This is my knowledge I am telling you. See, first problem is with this boron. Boron has a capacity to make 3 bonds. Now see here, how many bonds boron has made? 1, 2, 3, 4. Unstable. Point number 1. Point number 2, oxygen has a capacity to make how many bonds? 2 bonds. Either it make 3 bonds unstable, either it make 1 bond unstable. So see, when this O will make here bond, so this OH minus will be released here. Suppose this OH minus will be released. Now see this oxygen. See this oxygen. This oxygen has make only 1 bond. Yes or no? So this is highly unstable, because oxygen will be stable in how many bonds? Oxygen will be stable only in 2 bonds, but here oxygen has made 1 bond, because when the boron will gain its electron, so this oxygen will come here. So when this oxygen will come here, to make a new bond, it has to release the old bond. So this bond will be broken. So O will be attached here. O is attached here. This OH minus will be removed. This OH minus is removed. If this happens, so it will be highly unstable. Why highly unstable? 2 reasons. First reason is boron. Boron has a maximum capacity of making 3 bonds. He has made the 4 bond. Oxygen has a capacity to make a 2 bond. So it has made here 1 bond. So here oxygen is also unstable, and here boron is also unstable. Due to this, I will say that it is unstable intermediate. I am telling what? This is unstable intermediate. Now he has to release this OH minus. So he has to release OH minus. He has to make double bond, and he has to make triple bond, then only stability will begin. So what will occur? You know this? This OH minus will be removed. This OH minus will be removed, and this oxygen will do the partnership with this CH2, CH2, CH3. So that what will happen? So this will occur. See. So here OH minus will be removed. Here OH minus will be removed. This oxygen, if it stays alone here, this will be highly unstable, because boron will make 4 bond, unstable. Oxygen, if removes OH minus, it will only make a 1 single bond, and oxygen cannot make only 1 bond. To make a stable oxygen, it should have a 2 bond. So this oxygen, to gain stability, it will do the partnership with this CH2, CH2, CH3. So this oxygen will enter into this CH2, CH2, CH3. So what will happen? See, this will happen. So boron, here this bond will, and in this bond oxygen will be entered. So oxygen is entered here, and do the partnership or do the bond with this CH2, CH2, CH3. Clear? Now here there is only CH2, CH2 and CH3. Here only there is a CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay? So now you can see here, boron has how many capacity to make a bond? 3 bonds. See, 3 bonds, 1, 2, 3, stable. Oxygen will be having how many bonds to make a stable? 2 bonds. See, 1 bond with boron, 1 bond with this CH2, CH2, CH3. Oxygen is also stable. So this unstable intermediate will convert into this stable species. How? Just by doing the partnership with oxygen with the CH2, CH2, CH3. Understood why this is unstable intermediate? Because when this oxygen will do the reaction, so this OH minus will be removed. When this OH minus will be removed, oxygen will be attached to this boron, making single bond, and boron is attached to this 4, so making 4 bond. So oxygen with single bond is also unstable, and boron with 4 bond is also unstable. Due to this unstable, he has to gain the stability, so oxygen is entering into this CH2, CH2, CH3 in making the partnership. Clear this part? Clear? Okay, so this will be the result. Now by adding of one H2O2, I got this species from H2O2 only, no? So this H2O2, how many I have taken H2O2? 1. So from one H2O2, I got one oxygen here. Now still more 2 places are required, no? Still 2 places are required. So what I will do? I will repeat this reaction 2 times. Means I will add more 2 H2O2. See, when I add one H2O2, I got one HOO minus. Then I got one oxygen here. Still there are 2 places empty. So I will require 2 H2O2, that is 2 OH I required. So means I will do the same reaction 2 times here. So I will remove here. When I am doing one time, I removed one OH minus and one oxygen I got here. So I am adding 2 H2O2, so I remove 2 OH minus. I remove 2 OH minus, I will get 2 oxygen here. So I will get here like this. Boron O, CH2, CH2, CH3. One oxygen will come here. CH2, CH2, CH3. One oxygen will come here. CH2, CH2, CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? Clear this part? Okay. So in this way we are forming. Now what to do? So now it's very simple. See, this is nothing but propyl. So what will happen, I will add here. I want to make the alcohol. This is up to here it is cleared. Okay, you take a screenshot, then I will go further because there is no space. Clear? So remember this. Now I am going further. Okay. So I will rub this upper part. I hope taken the screenshot. I will rub the upper part. So I have what now? I have boron. I have O, CH2, CH2, CH3. I have O here, CH2, CH2, CH3. I have O here, CH2, CH2, CH3. Lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair. Clear? Now see here. Now I will do the hydrolysis. Clear? And now see, why is there oxidation? See, oxidation means adding of oxygen. So we don't know oxidation. That's why I am telling you this oxidation is done by H2O2. Now remember, there were always OH minus has been removed. So how many OH minus has been removed? 3 OH minus has been removed. Yes or no? First from H2O2 I removed H plus. Then oxygen got attached. The valency was not fulfilled to balance. I got oxygen here. So only oxygen came and OH minus has been removed. So first step 1 OH minus, second step second OH minus and third OH minus. So there are 3 OH minus. Now what will happen, See this. This CH3, CH2, CH2 will create positive because they are alkyl, propyl. So this will, here 1 OH minus will come. This OH minus will attack here and this will release here. So what will form here? See. So here it will be formed BO. Okay. So CH2, CH2, CH3 will remove as plus. So CH2, CH2, CH3 will react with this OH minus because it is removing as plus. Now this is, or one thing more I can say, this is oxygen, this is CH, this is alkyl. So who is more negative element? This oxygen is more negative element, so create negative charge. This is alkyl, creates positive charge. So this positive will react with this OH minus and forms what? CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Yes or no? So this OH minus will attack here. Why? This is oxygen, or it is not clear means I will tell you. Boron, this is oxygen and this is CH2, CH2, CH3. This is oxygen, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is oxygen, CH2, CH2, CH3. Lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair, lone pair. Now see this, from this oxygen and this CH3, CH3, CH2, who is more negative element? This. So it will create negative charge, positive charge, negative charge, positive charge, negative charge, positive charge. Now this OH minus, so for one CH3 CH2 plus 1 OH is required. How many are there? 3, and we have 3 in the previous reaction because there are 3 OH minus now. How we got 3 OH minus? 1 oxygen has been taken and OH minus will be released. So this 3 OH minus will, out of this 3 OH minus will attack this CH3 plus. So this will release this place and forms what? BO. Yes or no? So don't write down here, just for your information only, okay? So you understand in this way. This 1 OH minus will attack here, so it will release here. So this will form CH3 CH2 CH2 OH, and here see when this CH2 CH2 3 will be removed, so it will be removed as a H plus. This CH2 CH3 CH3 will be removed as H plus. He has taken H plus, what he will give? Minus. Count the electron, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 will come. Similarly here one CH2 CH2 CH3 will come as plus, what he will release? Minus. So here O minus will come. Now see, there were 2 lone pair previously. Now count 1 2 3 4 5 6, one more is required. Who will give this lone pair? While going this, so they have gone as H plus, so they will release minus and one lone pair of electron. Similarly here also O and minus. So 3 CH2 CH2 CH3 has been removed, so I have 3 OH. So 1 CH3 CH2 CH2 react with 1 OH minus will forms what? CH3 CH2 CH2 OH. There are 3 CH3 CH2 CH2, so they will react with 3 OH minus and forms what? 3 CH3 CH2 CH2 OH. Clear? If there was here hydrogen, so they would have formed boric acid like H3BO3. Or instead of here OH minus, if I add here water, so if I add here instead of water, so see what will happen here. So I add here 3H2O, so I will get here 3H plus and I will get here 3OH minus. So this 3OH minus will react with this, and this 3H plus will react with this boron. Yes or no? So boron, this is yes or trioxide. So BO, 1 H plus will come here, 1 H plus will come here, 1 H plus will come here, forms what? H3BO3. So in this you have to do the reaction. Clear this part? This is nothing but your mechanism. So this we call as a, or you are not doing the mechanism, or sorry, you are not doing the H plus, just you say borate ion. That's it. If you are not adding here water, only just you are adding that OH minus, balancing OH minus, so just you to say it is a borate ion. Go according to textbook, 3 OH minus. And understood how I got this 3 OH minus? Clear? So in this way the preparation of alcohol is done. So this is known as the oxidation, and previous step was hydroboration. Clear this part? Understood why this plus it is coming? So this is acting as a plus here, this is also acting as a plus here, and this is also acting as plus. It will be removed as a plus. So when plus is going, what it will release? Minus, minus, minus. Count the lone pair, count the lone pair and step octet and do the reaction. Clear? Thank you.